Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, it's time to update our view on the Bitcoin market. So last week was really tough for the Bitcoin. It was a significant drop on the market, and as we discussed last time on Thursday, that the picture on the monthly chart has changed significantly. So because we have got perfect bearish engulfing pattern on the monthly chart. Now you could see the common action after engulfing pattern has been formed. So this is very typical for this pattern. When the market forms engulfing, it usually shows later some pullback inside of the body of the pattern, because as we already know that engulfing patterns very often take the shape of the ABCD on the lower time frames, and this particular upward bounce takes the role of the BC pullback, BC leg. So as you understand, to speak about continuation of the major tendency and major trend here, we could only if market will erase this pattern and move above its top, so which is around 74. If we will see clear signs that market is breaking it up, then yes, we could suggest that no downside deeper retracement will happen, and we should be ready for the next target, which is have on the monthly charts around 85, right there. It means that in the nearest term we will be watching what's going on here, how market responds on the levels, what particular patterns are forming, how market behaves with this pattern, whether these patterns are failing or they are working, and that led us to better understand in what direction market is moving right now. So on a weekly chart, we do not see yet something really new. You could see that we talked about this possible brand body if market hits this predefined level, but you can see market right now is forming very nicely looking hammer pattern that's potentially bullish, and it suggests deeper, a stronger upward action. It doesn't mean that we will get straightforward upward continuation, but it means that in the nearest term, Bitcoin could try to climb slightly higher. Taking into consideration in the moment that actually you could see with these lows, market has not reached 55 level, I'm not excluding the way of the appearing double repo sell, when we will get some action back to the top, or maybe even challenge of this top, and later market will collapse. So double repo pattern also is possible here, which we also have to keep an eye on. So on the long-term charts, you can see that's well, really difficult task for us right now. So we have to catch these patterns, because you understand they stand on a high time frame, and this will be really important for performance on the lower time frames. Meantime, Bitcoin now completes our first step in the trading plan that we have discussed on Thursday. We said, well, overall performance stands bearish. We even have the next support, which is the XOP and 1618 target of this ABCD pattern. It's around 52, but market is overextended down because Bitcoin was at oversold. And first step that we have considered is that we actually talked about the possible bounce. But take a look what really has happened. And we intend to use this bounce for possible taking the short position, based with the monthly pattern of the engulfing. But take a look what has happened. We thought that pullback will be significantly smaller. It will be somewhere back to the 62 area, 60 area right there, for retesting of these lows. But in reality, you can see it was significantly stronger. And in fact, here, and you can see actually this on the weekly chart, but here, this is where hammer stands, but here you could see that we have in fact the same engulfing shape, but in opposite direction, which tells us trend has turned bullish, which tells us that market could show more extended upward pullback. And with this pattern on the back, I would consider 67 area at least that might be reached in the nearest time. It could go further based on the double repo pattern that theoretically is possible, but we should move step by step. First of all, it seems that the 67.20s will be the next destination point that market could touch by a few reasons. First of all, with a closer looking on the 4 time frame chart, we easily could recognize potential hand shoulders pattern. And on the daily chart, you also could see the divergence is growing here. So we have the divergence suggesting taking out with the stop. Here's we have the hand shoulders. This performance is based not only on some Bitcoin changes, but mostly on the overall environment that we have, overall background. Because if you take a look at the 10-year bonds, yield has dropped to the 4.5%. Based on the decision of the Jerome Powell to cut the quantitative tightening range, and that's actually United States Treasury intends to buy back, so starting some kind of the quantitative easing. With a small volume, it's approximately 15 billions have been announced, but still this is first step, and that supports all dollar rivals, including the Bitcoin. From that standpoint, it easily could reach the 67, and potentially, as you could see, we could get this hand shoulders. So for entry, possible long entry with these hand shoulders, we will have to wait for a drop to the right arm bottom and then make the decision on possible position taking. In a smaller scale, as I said, here we have a kind of the bullish engulfing. It means that if market will form minor retracement here to the downside, level around 62, once again will be attractive to consider possible taking scalp long position on the hourly chart. So if we'll get here some minor pullback, they also could treat it kind of the hand and shoulders, but mostly just the byproduct of the kind of the engulfing performance here and on a daily chart. So keep watching. Minor pullback here to the levels also makes possible taking the long position if it will happen. If market will go straight forward to the 67 level, which is also possible, because here you can see kind of the clearly bullish dynamic pressure is growing, market's going higher, while the trend is turning down. This is potentially bullish signal, and this might be just a straightforward upward breakout. If no pullback will happen and you will not be able to take the position with this pattern, don't be upset with that, just watch for the hand shoulders. Once the 618 will be touched, we'll be watching for the bounce on right arm and taking position. In this case, our longer term bearish scenario will be postponed. We will have to wait when this trading stuff will be over, and just will be watching at what point it will be over, what will happen around its target, and whether the bearish context will still remain valid. But for now, as you can see, overall performance stands relatively strong. It is supported by the performance of the other markets and actually some fundamental short-term background that we have. And at this point, I wouldn't consider taking new shorts by far and watching for two stops that we have discussed. First is this hand short. Second, if we get lucky and market still will show the pullback, it also might be interesting to trade on the long side.